What's up guys, Dirk here from Intelligent Cryptocurrency, and in today's video I want to look at 12 price predictions of Bitcoin, where it's going, price targets and potential dates from 12 very well-known people. And this is especially fitting seeing that Bitcoin just hit $19,500, just about $167 short of the previous all-time high. If you're new to the channel, my name is Dirk, and I'd really appreciate it if you consider subscribing below, because I want to bring you more no BS, no hype crypto content. And the way to do that is stay subscribed, hit the notification bell when you do, and I'd really appreciate it if you do smash that like button. It does help the channel grow and it's good for the YouTube algorithm. Now, before we get started, I just want to remind you that I'm currently running a Black Friday special offer. So for the rest of November until midnight at 30 November 2020, it is going to be a lifetime one-time join fee for access to my Intelligent Cryptocurrency membership, which includes courses, newsletters, a monthly ongoing newsletter, special reports, a private Discord chat group for more than 100 members all around the world that are invested in crypto and stocks and real estate. And you can get access to all of this for just a one-time join fee. There's no upsells, no future renewals or anything like that. It's covered by a 60-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk for you to join. I want to share my research, my experience, my tips, and my ongoing buy and sell movements, which coins I'm personally buying and selling in real time with you. If you want to join me inside that, go and check out intelligentcryptocurrency.com. The link is in the description below. The first price prediction is by billionaire Mike Novogratz, and he says Bitcoin is going to hit $65,000, and he tells the Game of Thrones star Maisie Williams to buy the world's most popular cryptocurrency, which she ended up doing, by the way. And you can see this is recent, November 18, 2020, $65,000 in Bitcoin. Now, Mike Novogratz has also made various predictions, as much as 40,000. He's upped it to $65,000. Obviously, he is very involved in the world of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, and he also has vested interest. He has businesses in this space, so he knows what he's talking about. $65,000 is his prediction. Prediction number 2 by Thomas Lee from Fundstrat. He is an analyst. He makes a lot of predictions about Bitcoin, but also about equity markets, about the S&P 500. And he said back in February, Bitcoin may hit 27,000 all-time high by the summer. Well, we're trading at almost $20,000, so it wasn't too far off. And we may actually see this still happen. There is still about a month left of the year, so we'll see what happens there. But his target was $27,000. Then we have Max Keiser. He is very, very bullish on Bitcoin and very outspoken about Bitcoin and very anti-fiat. He always talks about how fiat is going down, and Bitcoin is basically the solution to protect your wealth. So he's saying $28,000 is basically in play before we see a bullback. He thinks that's kind of the target where we're heading first, but ultimately we are heading to 6 figures. So Max Keiser, very influential person. Go and follow him on Twitter. He does have a lot of interesting things, and he's, like I said, he has a very strong opinion. But 28K for the short term and 6 figures for the longer term for Bitcoin. Number 4, Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad, Poor Dad predicts Bitcoin will be worth $75,000 in 3 years. And this was published in May 2020. So he's looking at about May 2023 or early 2023, $75,000 for Bitcoin. That would still be just over a 3x from the current levels from where we're trading at today. And obviously Robert Kiyosaki, he has a substantial net worth. He has a huge following. He has decades of experience in financial markets. So again, you know, he's not making a prediction like this lightly. Number 5, Anthony Pompliano, and this is an older tweet that didn't age that well because he posted this in December 2017, pretty much just after Bitcoin had peaked because it peaked on December 17th at almost $20,000. He said 2019 price predictions, Bitcoin hits $100,000. Now, obviously it didn't do that in 2019, but from what I understand, he still said in YouTube interviews that his price target is still 6 figures for Bitcoin. He still thinks Bitcoin is going to hit $100,000. And that's one of these things. I've always heard the advice that if you give any sort of prediction, you can either give a price or you give a time, but you don't do both, because then you paint yourself into a corner. If you give a price prediction, well, eventually you could get there, but it might take 5 or 10 years, right? Or if you give a date, then you can say that, but you can't say what the price is going to be around about that date, right? So you want to be careful with that. But Anthony Pompliano still targeting $100,000. Bitcoin prediction number 6, Tim Draper. And this is something that he's been saying way before it ever had that parabolic run in 2017 to 20,000. He was saying that Bitcoin was going to go to 10,000 when it was in the low 3 digits. Okay, he was saying it was going to 10,000. And then once it did that, he is saying $250,000 in 2022. And if you don't know who Tim Draper is, he has an amazing track record. He's a venture capital investment. He's been early in some major investments in the tech space. And he's been doing this for a long time. Okay, so he knows what he's talking about. He's been saying these price targets for a long time. He's still sticking to it. Okay, $250,000 by 2022. That is Tim Draper's prediction. So that is pretty much within the next 2 years or so, and that's more than a 10x from today's levels. So hopefully Tim Draper is right, and we are going to see that come true. That would make all of us holding Bitcoin very happy. Bitcoin price prediction number 7 over here. JP Morgan has recently said that Bitcoin's price could double or triple. You can see this was posted on November 17, 2020. So very recently. And this was probably just an analyst at JP Morgan provided further confirmation earlier this month in a note to investors. It predicted that Bitcoin would increasingly take a slice of gold's store of value market over the coming years, with its price likely to double or triple as a result. So there's no real hard target, but at this point in time, Bitcoin is trading near the $20,000 mark. So that would say, $40,000 to $60,000 is what JP Morgan is saying Bitcoin could potentially reach. Now, prediction number 8 is basically an analyst from Citibank saying that Bitcoin could go as high as $120,000, but that was taken from this tweet, from this technical analysis from an analyst at Citibank. But according to this article at Yahoo, it basically says Citibank analyst says Bitcoin could pass $300,000 by December 2021. Now, obviously, that is a huge difference, 120K or 300K, but either way, both of them are 6 figures, and within pretty much the next 12 to 13 months. I'm not going to say that's impossible, but we've seen Bitcoin do some crazy things. It went from $200 to $20,000, so maybe it went from the $3,000 low that we saw in December 2018, November 2018, maybe it goes to 300K. Who knows? That would be absolutely insane, but this is what the Citibank analyst is saying. Bitcoin price prediction number 9. A former Goldman Sachs hedge fund chief has predicted Bitcoin will surge to $1 million, and here is why. This is published on Forbes.com, and this is by Raoul Pal. You can see over here, I think $1 million per Bitcoin is about right. Whether it's 5 years or 6 years, Raoul Pal, the founder and chief executive of Global Macro Investor, told Stansberry Research in a recent interview. So Raoul Pal is thinking Bitcoin has the potential to go to $1 million in the next 5 to 6 years. That's obviously an insane price target. I'm not sure if that will ever happen, but he's here saying this publicly. Then we have Virgin Galactic's Chamath saying Bitcoin could go to $1 million. Again, someone else saying it's going to $1 million. Everybody should own some. So Chamath isn't just a random person, okay? You can see over here, he was one of the first enthusiasts of social media, helped Facebook become the behemoth it is today. His venture capitalist with his own fund, Social Capital, has a net worth of $1 billion, okay? So he's not just some random person giving some random prediction on Bitcoin. He is very, very wealthy. He's very successful, especially in the tech space, social media space. He's been early to Bitcoin, and he is saying, you know, Bitcoin could go to as high as $1 million per Bitcoin. Price prediction number 11 is by an analyst called Plan B at 100 trillion US dollars on Twitter, and he basically applied the stock to flow model, basically the amount of Bitcoin that's being produced to the demand and the scarcity. He applied that to Bitcoin, and he says, according to that, technically I predict $288,000 per Bitcoin in phase 5, but I don't know exactly when phase 5 starts and ends. I do know that the stock to flow already doubled after halving, and it cannot take years for price to follow because that will make it impossible for the average to be 288K. So his prediction, $288,000. Do recommend you follow him on Twitter if you haven't done so already. He publishes continuous updates and charts about his stock to flow model and how Bitcoin is doing. So prediction number 12 is by the Winklevoss Twins. Now you may know them from the movie The Social Network. That's what got them on my radar anyway. They were early involved with the creation of Facebook. There was a lawsuit. They won money. They put that into Bitcoin very early on, and they became one of the early Bitcoin billionaires, literally from investing money into Bitcoin at the early stages, and quite a substantial amount. I believe the amount was about $14 million. And they obviously have an exchange called Gemini Exchange, Gemini.com, and they're very involved in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space. And they're saying here, this is an outlay, the case for $500,000 per Bitcoin. And you can go and read this. I will add links to all of these in the description below, so you can go and check that out. So you can see in this article, when you go and read it, it's way too long for me to cover right now, but they basically lay out the whole case of Bitcoin as a store of value, fiat currencies, gold, oil, and how it could potentially go to as high as $500,000 per Bitcoin. So what do you think after hearing these predictions? What is your personal prediction? How high do you think Bitcoin will go? When do you think Bitcoin will achieve that target? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your price predictions. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, consider subscribing below. Click the notification bell. It's completely free, so I can continue notifying you when I put out future updates. And of course, please smash that like button. Absolutely destroy it. Just smash it, smash it, smash it. It really helps the video go out to more people. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget about my Black Friday deal. It is running until 30th of November, midnight Eastern time. You will be able to join for a lifetime access fee. After that, it goes up to an annual renewal. You will still be able to join, but you can end up paying a lot more. The details are at intelligentcryptocurrency.com or in the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.